Okay, you win. You win. I don't normally do videos, as you know, or probably can assume because you've never seen me do one. I'm Robin. Hello. Anybody who does not know me. Um, I say it, I feel it, but my words won't get to most of you because you don't like to read anymore. People don't read. They don't want to take the time. And what I have to say is big. It means something and it matters. And I finally, regardless, I don't care. Like, I need to say it. Sorry, it's shaky. Sorry, I'm not good at this whole videoing thing. But I need to say these words. And I need them to get out to as many people as I can. Because it's time. We have upon us today riots, looting, death, destruction, fighting, fear. All of it's all fear. All of it's from fear. All of it is fear. And regardless, okay, if you believe that there is an elite group of people that has been controlling this earth for hundreds of years and they are not of this race completely or whatever you believe, okay, cool. Okay. Or whether if you're on the side of the government is true, they protect us, they're there for us, the virus is real, you wear a mask because it's going to help you. It doesn't matter what side of the fence that you're on or who is the puppet master in all of this, but there is a puppet master in all of this. Things cannot be this fucking fucked up if there wasn't a puppet master or multiple puppet masters playing here. It's just too much of a shit show. Like, it is too much. It's too much. So, last week, we were fighting. You versus me, the mask shamers versus the conspiracy theorists, about the pandemic and whether it was real and whether if we should wear masks and whether we should take over our sovereign right to freedom and charge and open our stores and do what we want to do. And there was a big discord, big disconnect between everybody. And it's funny because like a week later, like that is nowhere near being talked about, really. Except to mention that it's not being talked about. So, George Floyd. I didn't watch the video because I didn't want to. I saw a picture of it. And just the way that his knee was on his neck made me sick. I know what that would do to somebody. And once somebody's detained, I'm sorry, but your right to anything being dismissed is gone. Gone. You murdered him. You killed him. I do feel that it is wrong and inappropriate, and I don't like it. I first was championing the charge of the same thing everybody else, and then I sat back and I thought about it. Why now? Why did this happen now? Like, Black Lives Matters was huge, like 2 years ago. For 2 years, pretty much. I mean, I'm not black, so I don't know how in your face it is for you. But for me, as a Mexican, American, Scottish, I'm a couple of things, but Mexican and Scottish are my main. It wasn't prominent like it was. You know, you see Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, blah, 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 whatever. Every life matters, in my opinion. Every single one. That is my view. That is how I feel. Granted, it's not the norm and that's not what life is, but why? It's not weird to anybody that happened like 3 days, maybe, after we were able to go back to life in most places in the United States. It's weird. What is also weird is, just all the little details about the whole situation. Family wanting him to be autopsied by this specific person, and where do they have the money to even decide that kind of thing? Like, really? And why are they not arrested and in jail? Like, there's just a lot. Add to the fact that I did dig into the conspiracy theory world, and I did do a lot of research and reading and looking and uncovering and discovering for myself what could potentially actually be the truth before George Floyd. Okay. The first name that popped in my head was George Soros, because he was the funder of Black Lives Matter. He's the one who made those riots happen. And he also, when Trump became president, he had all the Guatemalan citizens, or I think it was Guatemalan citizens come up here and be at the border when he was being sworn in or something. So it would serve a point like, you are destroying our chance of freedom and choice and blah. That's all a lie too. Did you know that? Yeah, no. In order for somebody to walk that far, it would take 46 days, and it would be like 48 miles a day to walk. Those people were wearing Dora, their Explorer backpacks. The kids were walking in flip-flops. Sorry, no way. I have to call bullshit on that. That's a bunch of craziness. And he funded that too. So he likes political uprisings to serve his agenda, whatever that is. I don't know what it is. Really, to be honest, I don't know. Maybe he's part of the elite. Maybe he isn't. I don't know. He's deep state. I don't know. But for some reason, this man feels it in his bones to create this upheaval. So in the back of my head, I think of that. I think, are they trying to blame Trump again for something else? Or is this real? Like, did this really happen? And is this really what's going on? Because here we are. We've been in isolation for what, months? I mean, weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. March 20th was when we went out. So about 2 months. 2 months. Not going and doing the things we normally do. Not shopping for therapy. Not going out to have a drink with friends after work. Not going to dinner with your honey. Not having your kids leave finally for anything because you have to be there and they have to be there. Like, all of those things, like, we're so used to our lives, and for 2 months we weren't able to live our life. What does that do to someone? Like, really, what does that do? What kind of things do you think would happen? Right off the bat, I know for myself, I'm more negative right now. My vibration, my feeling, my love, my everything is gone. It's low. I don't have the same positivity that I once had. And I know a lot of people probably feel that way. They're probably getting more depressed, being alone, not being around. And I don't know, guys. We have pent up angst that we want to get out. And what better way? Champion our cause. Black Lives Matter. You can't do that to somebody. I agree, I'm being a bitch, I know, but seriously? Why? Why now? Why this moment? So it'd be a fucking shit show. So we would be a shit show. Even if we didn't champion Black Lives Matter before. Oh, we sure are now. We are sure choosing our side now. Right? Think for yourself. Listen to what is ever inside of you Not what the media tells you. Not any of it. You. You know. You feel it. You know something's not right, but you don't know what it is, right? None of us do. We're going to find out very soon. And how it plays out is determined on us and our reaction to whatever is going on. It's pretty interesting because anytime these things kind of happen, I react emotionally and like this, oh, I'm going to, And then afterwards I sit back and I'm like, oh shit. Am I just parroting what I've been taught to parrot? Am I feeling this deep pull for me? Or am I doing it because it's what I've been shown and taught? And it's been ingrained in me every which way I can think. Visually, auditorily, imaginatively. I mean, every way. You see it, you feel it, you smell it, taste it. Every way they can influence us and have been influencing us. All lives matter. Yes, it is very sad that what happened to George Floyd. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And unfortunately, I fear that what happened to him is going to be a normal thing to any of us. It doesn't matter your color of your skin. Agenda 21. That is huge. It's everywhere. Look it up. Look it up. Read the 300-page dossier, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. The plan. How they want to do this. What they want to do. It's out there. You can see it. It's free. I think you can still look at it up on Google. If not, DuckDuckGo or something like that might be able to give you open, free reign to search what you want, because everything that you see, hear, taste, touch, feel is influenced. So you have to use your own brain and your own heart and your own gut to know what's real. And it's real for you, you know. But I wrote this on Facebook, and I just want to say it out. I said all that I'm saying right now to say this. I'll say it. I'm being forced to say it because I can't shut up any longer. And I've said this quote a lot, many times. And it is so highly appropriate right now. It's my plea to all of you, every American looking at this, every person on this earth watching this, because it affects everybody. To all the mask shamers, to all the conspiracy theorists, to all of those in between, to the looters, to the play dumbers, to the I'll just ignore it and it won't be real, to mainstream media, to those who have been the puppet masters, and any one of you that I've left out. Can't we all just get along? Rodney King said that. LA riots in 1992 in April. And it's the truth. Lift each other up. Don't tear down those you disagree with. Be thankful there are still great minds actually critically thinking and owning their own view and that have different views than you do. To be a good debater, you have to see every side. To win, to succeed at winning an argument. So look at those other sides. But actually, sit back. Think about it. If we all agreed on everything, and there was no civil discord, no opposing views, how did we get there? How did we get to the point of placating our own minds? Who gave us those thoughts or opinions to carry? What could their agenda be to do that? to say that, to make us believe that. Last week we were fighting over a pandemic and whether or not it was as bad as they said it was. Blaming Trump, blaming Gates, blaming each other. And now we are destroying our own communities, our own hard-earned money, our own sovereignty. For what? For who? Because you'd better damn be sure it isn't for George Floyd. And it isn't for the black community, or the Mexican community, or Muslim, or Amish, or Jewish, or Christian. Any of them. We are destroying ourselves for ourselves. And playing right into their plans. Picked the perfect time too. Right after we've been separated from each other for months. Pent up energy, negative feelings that have been brewing. What a waste. It's a waste. I'm sorry that I look like crap and that I'm so emotional about this. But it's important. You have to have empathy. Right, Lucy? Yes. And put yourself in another's shoes, please. See what you're doing. Don't champion your cause by cutting your nose off to spite your face. Please. It's a pretty face. Don't destroy it. I love America. And her guts. The people. All of you. You matter so much. But so does your neighbor. Fucking change the script on their asses. Let's show them what we're capable of. Let's show them our power with each other, not divided, but united. We're the United States of America. What do we do? We take this atrocity and we feed it love. I mean, guys, oppression has been present for eternity. It isn't that something that's going to burn away when you burn down AutoZone. It's changing the thoughts behind the action. It's changing our reaction to it. We all have a role. We all have a say. It's time everyone unite and come together in love and acceptance and be there for each other. Always. Not words humanity. Anyway, just the overall theme, besides my messy closet, is it's love. It's all love. It's all love. Just show yourself some love by looking deeper and opening your eyes to what's happening around you. You know, one last little thing was really interesting. Years ago when 9/11 happened, and we had to be the disaster relief, all those things, happened. My dad would say, I was driving and I saw this really big, these buildings, and inside the gates there's like playgrounds, and it's like housing, or something. I don't know what it is. It's so weird, but it's all locked up and boarded up, but it's brand new. There's no signs on the buildings. There's nothing saying what that it is. And he said, some people said, oh, well, maybe it's a refugee camp, or maybe it's this or that. And he's like, yeah, but the barbed wire is turned inward. if it's for refugees, or if it's to keep us safe, or eventual issues with things, why is the barbed wire turned inward? That man is so smart. Even back then, I just thought, oh, my dad. He has conspiracy theories. He's silly. But he isn't. He isn't. Fucking smart. He just got it. So this thing has really turned my whole world upside down. Yeah. I've lost some friends over it. I've lost respect from people. You know, oh, I thought I knew you. You do. I'm still the same person. You just have never seen me put up against a wall. Because I'm going to fight. I will. If that happens, I will. So anyway, I'm Robin. I am a very proud American. I am a mother and a friend. And even though this has really made me totally rethink my whole entire existence and everything I've known and loved and believed up until this point, I've had to question it all, grieve the loss of it all. The one thing that I actually truly gained in all of this is myself and my strong conviction to continue to be who I am and speak my truth and say what I know. And what I know is this is a crock of shit. And it's time we fight back. We have to be united in it, though. We have to. We have the power. We've got the numbers, people. We have the numbers. If we stop bickering amongst ourselves like freaking siblings and had a civil conversation for a minute and empathized with one another, we could come together and shock the shit out of those puppet masters. Oh, that would be amazing. Seriously, guys. Anyway, thanks for listening to me and let me be on my soapbox. I love you all. If this doesn't resonate with you, I'm sorry, but I had to say it. Not only do Black Lives Matter, but all lives do. All of us. And sure as shit, you better, if you ever see anything like that happen, like with George, stand up. Because what if it was you?